Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol and I'm so glad you've joined us today. Coming to you from our YouTube channel, Bottoms Down Chair Yoga. And if you haven't already, if you would click that subscribe button, we'd really appreciate it, and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. All right, we're going to use our chair today, but we're also going to use a strap. Now, if you don't have a strap, a yoga strap, I get it, that's fine, I understand. But you can substitute a men's tie or a belt or a strap or a scarf. So, anything that's kind of got some length to it would be just fine. Now, if you have your strap with you and you're going to use that, let's go ahead and place it under our chair. But I will tell you, if you don't want to use the strap, that's just fine. It's okay, right? Not a problem. All right. So let's get started. We're going to start by lifting that heart up nice and tall. We're going to pull that belly button into the spine. We're going to flip those palms up to the ceiling. Let's go ahead and take a moment to ground those feet to the earth. So we're thinking about those 4 pressure points that we have behind the big toe, behind the little toe, and the 2 points of the heel. And let's think about having all 4 of those pressure points equally weighted on the earth. And now we're going to ground those sits bones. So we have those pointy bones that we sit on, and let's make sure that we have them equally weighted on the chair. Let's go ahead and close our eyes. Focus your attention on your heart center and just breathe. Just feel your natural inhalation and exhalation. And then let's elongate that breath, inhaling a little more deeply and exhaling a little more completely. Moving into that yoga breath, we're going to extend the belly as we fill the lungs from the bottom up. And we're going to exhale as we pull that belly button to the spine and push the air up and out of the lungs. Do that 2 more times. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intention for today's practice. One more breath. And release it. Very good. Go ahead and open your eyes. Let's drop that right ear to the right shoulder and just feel that stretch in the neck. Right here. You feel that? Nice. Let's drop our chin towards our chest. And left ear to left shoulder. Oh, yeah. I just felt my neck crack. Felt good. Let's go ahead and drop that chin back down to the chest. Now we're going to go ahead and look to the front of the room. Let's look over that right shoulder, just nice and gentle. We're warming things up. And look to the front of the room, and let's look the other way. Oh, yeah. Very, very nice. Look to the center of the room, roll those shoulders up, back, and down. And let's reverse those circles. Yeah, that feels good. Very nice. All right, let's come into a mountain pose. We're going to bring those hands down by our side. Remember, belly button is tight. Now, if you have shoulder issues, you're going to stay in this mountain pose. Or maybe you come to goalpost arms. Those are good options. If you're with me, we're going to take those hands straight up to the ceiling. Shoulders are down. We're trying to touch the ceiling with our fingertips. Belly is tight. One more breath and release it. Let's roll those shoulders. Let's add the breath. Inhale up. Exhale down and around. Inhale up. Exhale down and around, and reverse it. Inhale up. Exhale down and around. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down and around. Very, very good. Okay, we're going to lean our mountain this time. So now, if you're here, you're just going to lean, right? And it's all good. If you've got goalpost arms, you're going to do the same thing. All right, but if you're with me, we're taking those hands up to the ceiling. We're trying to touch the ceiling. We're going to take that one hand down and we're going to stretch in each direction. Now you're going to put your hand on the chair and you're going to lean into it. Oh, yeah. Let's add a twist. Turn and look up at the ceiling. Just a little baby twist. We're waking up the side waist muscles. You feel that? All right, take that twist out. Come back center. All right, let's everybody start in your mountain pose. Down we go. If you're with me, hands to the ceiling. Remember, you can keep the hands down or goalpost arms. Let's take that opposite hand on the chair. Lengthen and lean your mountain. Let's take a little baby twist. Take that twist out and up we go and roll those shoulders. Oh yeah. Add that breath if you like it. And reverse it. Inhale here and exhale around. All right, real quick, a couple of cat and cows. Let's bring our hands down. So we want to get that spine warmed up, right? So we work. There's actually there's a method to our madness. Let's move into that cat pose, rounding the chin. Rounding the shoulders, tucking the chin. So there's okay, lift up into that cow. What am I trying to say? A method to the madness, right? So we move through these opening poses in a certain way to warm up the body safely. Let's go back into that cat pose. And let's come back into cow. Just taking those thumbs to the back wall. And release it. Very good. All right, let's do a little bit for the legs. We're going to open that knee nice and wide. We're going to let that knee fall down towards the floor. Push the foot behind you. Lift your heart up and breathe. Crescent lunge. Remember, that knee can be down if that doesn't feel good, to stretch it back behind you. Either is fine, and release it. Let's do that one more time. Lifting that heart up. And release. Go ahead and face forward. Let's do that quick pyramid pose. Extend that leg out in front of you, toes to the ceiling. Extend the spine long and let that heart fall forward. While you're down here, I want you to reach down and grab, I want you to grab your strap. My strap wasn't where I could actually grab it from that pose. Let's come back to the pyramid pose. Sorry about that. I should have had us grab our strap first. All right, now if you have a strap, you're just going to put it on the ball of the foot. You're going to walk your hands down that strap and let that heart fall. If you don't have a strap, you're just going to do regular pyramid pose. It's okay. So all I'm doing is I'm kind of pulling gently, flexing that foot, maximizing that stretch. Oh yeah, let's release it. All right, we're going to do the other side. I'm just going to put my strap here in my lap. So we're going to open up, let that knee fall down, push that foot back, lift your heart. Ah, feels good. Release it. Do it one more time. All right, let's face forward, pyramid pose. Remember, you can just do it with that foot extended out, toes to the ceiling. Extend the spine long, let the heart fall forward. And if you want to add the strap, we're just going to put the strap around the ball of the foot. Walk our hands down, extend the spine long first. Walk your hands down gently. And I'm pulling ever so slightly to flex that foot. And release it. Go ahead and put your strap under your chair. Let's grab a sip of water. Okay, we're going to come to standing on the right side of our chair. We're going to be about a step away from the chair and we're going to move into a cat and cow. So we're going to hinge forward And we're going to place one hand in the chair, and we're going to place the other hand in the chair. Now, we're going to start in cow pose. And the cow pose is kind of our heart opening. So we're going to let our belly fall. We're going to lift our heart and lift those hips up. All right, now we're going to move into our cat pose. So pull your belly button to your spine, round your shoulders, tuck your chin, and let the head fall. We're going to do that again. So move back into your cow pose, dropping your belly, lifting your heart, and then cat pose. Belly button to spine, round the shoulders, tuck the chin, and we're going to add our breath this time, okay? Cow pose is our inhale. Move into your cat pose on your exhale. Inhale to cow pose. Exhale to cat pose. Do one more. Inhale to cow pose. And exhale to cat pose. All right, stay right where you are, back to neutral spine. Now, I want you just to heel toe your feet at least the distance of your chair legs, maybe a little bit more if it's comfortable for you, okay? All right. Now, I'm going to pull my belly button to my spine, and I'm going to place one hand behind my back, and I'm going to place the other hand behind my back, and I'm lifting my heart. Do you see that? So it's kind of like cow, a little bit like cow. I'm lifting my heart up, and I'm letting my heart fall forward. So it's a straddle forward fold, and maybe my forehead touches the chair, or maybe it doesn't. But don't lose that shoulder opening back there, okay? One more breath. Now, if you have a tweaky back, I want you to put your hands back in the chair and roll it up. If your back is okay, you're going to leave your hands where they are, and we're going to lift it up, belly button to spine. There's some good stretch and work for that low back. Okay, so now we're going to do that again. This time, instead of just laying our hands back here, we're going to start interlacing the fingers. So you're going to interlace your fingers, and you want to try to have the heels of your hands together, all right? If it works for you. Heels of the hands together, open that heart. You feel it? Oh, yeah. We're kind of looking up just a little bit. Now remember, you can do what we were just doing. If you want to have your hands in the chair, that's fine. If you're with me, we're going to come forward. My hands are going to kind of come up back behind me. Maybe your forehead touches the chair, maybe it doesn't. It does not matter. We're breathing. One more breath, and if it works for you, we're going to come back up. If you need to release your hands and put them in the chair, please do so. Here we go. Take a deep breath in. A nice little bend to those knees. Don't lock those knees out. Here we go. Belly button is tight. We're coming back up. Oh my goodness. And release. Hang on to the chair. Heel toe those feet back together. All right. So how did that feel? Did that feel pretty good? So we're going to do that again. We're going to add our strap in. So if you don't have the strap, you're going to keep doing what we were just doing. But if you have the strap, what we're going to do is, instead of clasping the hands together, we're going to have that strap. And so all that does is it gives you a little bit more ability. If pulling those hands together is really hard for you, then this is going to let you be a little more available for you to see how that bind feels, okay? All right, hold on to your chair. Heel toe those feet wide again, at least the distance of your chair. And I really don't care I personally prefer my toes to be facing forward, so I'm getting a little stretch into this side of my legs too. So that's my preference. So toes are facing towards the chair, basically. All right? Okay, so now I'm going to have my strap. I've got it in one hand or the other. It doesn't matter, and I'm going to bring it back behind me, and then I've got it, I'm holding on to it with both hands. All right. So maybe start a little bit wide and just kind of see how that feels, and then if you want to tighten it up later, you can bring your hands closer together once we get into the pose if that's what you prefer. All right, belly button to spine. Remember, we're going to hinge forward. You have the option of having your hands in the seat of the chair. That is just fine. We're coming forward. Now, as we're coming forward, we're letting our arms come up behind us. And we're going to put that forehead in the chair. Do you see what I'm doing there? You can peek real quick if you need to. So I've got my hands at just whatever width of the strap works for you. Opening up through those shoulders, through that chest. Keeping that heart open. All right, are we ready? We're going to come up. Remember, bend your knees ever so slightly. Pull that belly button in. And we're going to slowly roll it back up. And then we're going to bring those hands down as we come up. Now, before we finish, let's just look up one final time and squeeze those shoulder blades behind. All right, go ahead and release that strap. Grab your chair and heel toe those feet together. Ooh, yeah. That feel good? Okay. Now, put your strap in the seat of your chair. We're going to use it again here in just a minute. Okay. So this time, when we move into our side angle pose, instead of using our chair for support, we're going to just be using our body weight. So if you feel like you want to use the chair, you can continue doing it like we did a minute ago, where your hand is in the chair. If you're with me, what we're going to do is that foot that's next to the chair, we're going to take a big step back. Actually, I tell you what, move forward just a little bit first, okay? So now when you take that step back, I want the back of the chair to be handy, where you can grab it if you need it. Does that make sense? So if you're too far back or too far forward, it's not quite in the right spot. So I want it to kind of be right in the middle of the body. All right. Now that back foot is at that 45-degree angle. Don't forget, hips are forward, bend that front knee, just like we did a minute ago into that warrior one. All right? So if you can let go of the chair, let go of it and bring your hands to your heart. Bend that front knee. Ooh, yeah. All right, here we go. Bring those hands to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. On an exhale, goalpost arms, look up at the ceiling. There's a theme, obviously. All right, here we go. Bring those hands back up to the ceiling, and we're going to windmill this left hand around to a warrior two facing our chair, okay? So you're in your warrior two, you've got your chair, you're facing the chair. That's pretty important for what we're going to be doing. All right, let's go ahead and take this front hand and we're going to flip it up and back. We're going to reverse that warrior just to feel that sideways stretching. Always a good thing. Back to that warrior two. Now we're going to come straight into that side angle pose. All right, so my right arm is resting lightly on my right knee that's bent. My left arm is up at the ceiling. Let's go ahead and take that hand and bring it back behind. Press into the back of the chest, or the back of the, between the shoulder blades is basically what I'm trying to say, and lift your heart, and there's your bind. I don't know about you, but I immediately felt a little inner thigh stretch at that same time when my heart was lifted. So that was kind of that's a bonus. All right, here we go. Take that arm back up. Now, all you're going to do is you're going to come down and grab your strap. See, that's why the strap is right here in the chair. It's very convenient, isn't it? All right. So if you remember, we had our palm facing out. Remember, the thumb is down towards the floor. There's our hinge. Grab that strap, and this is our starting position. You're going to bring that hand all the way around the body, and it's going to be back behind the head. Now here's the trick to this one. You're going to reach with this hand, right? The hand that's on that leg that's supporting. You're going to reach down and you're going to grab that strap, she says, if I can find it. reach down and, whoop, it keeps wanting to come around me, doesn't it? And I got it finally. All right, so I'm pulling up with the hand in the air, and I'm pulling down with this hand behind my leg, and I'm opening up that heart. Oh my goodness. Do you feel that? Pulling that yin yang, right? I'm pulling up and I'm pulling down. I'm stretching. One more breath. Okay, with your right hand, let go of the strap and come back to that. Put that hand back on that thigh for support. Bring that hand around that opposite hand and put that strap back in the chair. Woo! Press up to that warrior two. Up and back. Back to your warrior two and release it. Oh my goodness, that was great. Let's do the other side. Okie dokie. So again, I'm going to come a little bit forward, kind of toward the front edge of my chair is. Now, the leg that's next to the chair is the one that you're going to step back with. Believe me, you don't want to do the same side twice. You want to give that front leg a little break. The front leg gets a lot of work, doesn't it? You feel it? Okay. We're going to bend that front knee. Hips are forward, hands at heart, right? Starting in that warrior one. But whoops, belly button is nice and tight. Extend that spine long. Take a deep breath in. On an exhale, hands to the ceiling. All right, goalpost arms. We're going to look up, open up that heart. Here we go. Hands back to the ceiling. Now we're going to turn to a warrior two facing our chair. Bend that front knee. Let's reverse that warrior up and back. Ready? Flip that front palm up. Lengthen through that side waist. Looking up at the ceiling. Stretching through. Back to that warrior two. And now that left arm is going to come down into our side angle pose. All right. So really think about that left ear is down towards the mat. We don't have a ton of weight in this leg, right? But it's there for support. But we want to be lifting up using our core muscles. Take the hand that's in the air. We're just going to bend at the elbow. And we're going to place that hand back behind us and lift. So there's that nice bind. And this is a great version. If you want to stay right here, stay right here. All right? If you're with me, I want to release that bind, that same hand. I'm going to come down and I'm going to grab my strap. All right, so remember that hinging thumb to the floor. You're going to kind of slide it in there. Now, if you want to make your strap longer, that might make it easier to grab in a minute. But I had such trouble. I think I want to make this part of my strap longer, so I have a little more to grab a hold of. All right, here we go. This hand that's got the strap is going to come around the body. And it's going to come all the way around so that that palm is in the back of your head. Palm is facing the head. I'm going to go ahead and get that strap down around so that you know where we're headed, right? So we can reach down and grab it. Does that make sense? Okay. So here we are in our side angle pose. I'm going to reach down. I'm going to grab that strap. Now, really? There we go. So now I'm going to pull up with my upper hand and I'm going to pull down with this lower hand and I'm opening up through the chest. Side angle pose with a bind. You feel it? I do. All right, are we ready? One more breath. Let go with your left hand first, the bottom hand first, and go ahead and get it set back. Now bring that strap around. Put it back in your chair. Come back to that side angle pose. That hand is in the air. Ready? Press through to that warrior two. Flip it up and back. Back to your warrior two. And release. Very, very good. Go ahead and set your strap back under your chair. Whew. Let's grab some water. How's everybody feeling? Good? All right, we're going to finish up now. Let's take that right knee. We're going to open it up nice and wide. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Now, the main thing to remember in our half Lord of the Fishes pose is that we don't want this knee to fold in. It's going to want to, but I want you to really try hard not to let it. All right, let's take this arm, this left arm, bring it all the way across your body. You're going to grab your chair, lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling, and then you're going to look over the back of your chair. Let's release that and do it one more time. Come all the way across your chair, lift and twist. And release. Crescent lunge, knee towards the floor. Push the foot behind you. Lift your heart up. One final heart opening while we're here. Let's lift that heart up. Feel that stretch. Let's release it. And we're going to do that one more time. Here we go. Back of the kneecap to the ceiling. Lift that heart up. And if you want to add those arms, you can. It's your choice. Squeezing, looking up. One more breath and release. Let's face forward. We're going to extend that leg out in front of us, toes to the ceiling. Lift the heart up and let the heart fall forward. If you want to use that strap, go for it. I'm not going to this time, but if you want to, it's great. Let's go ahead and lift the heart up, and we're going to do that one more time. Don't forget to extend first, then keeping the back flat, let the heart fall forward. And release. Good job. Okay, we're going to do our pigeon pose now. So remember, if you cross ankle to ankle, that's great. But I want you to leave this leg right where it is. Don't bring that foot in, okay? Keep that leg out and cross. Or if you're with me, I'm going to cross my ankle onto my knee, all right? Now, I'm going to extend my spine long. I don't know about you, but I'm already feeling the stretch right here. And this may be all you want. If you want a little more, you're just going to let your heart fall forward. So it's totally your choice, right? If you stay lifted, heart lifted, or let the heart fall forward. If you keep the back flat, you're going to maximize the stretch. Go ahead and lift it up. And let's just flutter that butterfly today. All right, let's do that again. Extend the spine long and let the heart fall forward. If you want to press gently on that knee, go for it. You can even put your elbow there and put your chin on those fingers and press. It's all good, right? It's a good option. Let's release that and let's flutter that butterfly again. We're going to do it one more time. You've got options. And you can even, if you like it, you can extend those arms out towards the wall in front of you and then let them fall towards the floor. It's a good option if you like it. Go for it. If you want to keep your hands on the thighs, go for it. If you've got choices. That's all I'm saying. And up we go. Very good. Let's put that leg down and move to the other side. Open that knee nice and wide. Remember, keep this knee open. Right hand is going to come all the way across our body. We're going to grab the chair, crown of the head to the ceiling, turn and look over the back of your chair. And let's release that, and we're going to do that again. Bring that hand across your body, lift and twist. And release. Very good. Crescent lunge. Knee to the floor. Press the foot back if you like it. Heart is lifted. We're breathing into the stretch. We're really warm so we can maximize the stretch in the front of that leg. Let's release it and then let's do that again. Adding those arms if you like it. Squeezing the shoulder blades behind us. One final heart opener today. We have worked so hard. Beautiful. One more breath and release and face forward. Pyramid pose. Extend that leg in front of you, toes to the ceiling. Lift and hinge. And remember, if you want to grab your strap and use that, do it. Let's lift that heart up, and we're going to do that one more time. Extend and hinge. This would be your exhale if you want to add that breath. Oh, yeah. After that downward facing puppy, we may have a little more availability in those hamstrings today. All right, let's come up to pigeon pose. Did y'all like downward facing puppy? I love that one. All right, remember, you can be here or you can have that ankle on that knee. Extend and hinge. And up we go, and let's flutter that butterfly. Let's do that again. Extend and hinge, and if you want to press gently on that knee, you can. You can even put that elbow there if you like it. And release it, and let's flutter that butterfly. And our final version. Extend up first, and maybe you bring those hands out to the wall in front of you and then down to the floor if you like that version. That's a great version. If you don't like that version, pick a different one. And release. All right. Let's go ahead and sit back in our chair. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. A deep breath in. And on this exhalation, close your eyes. Flip your palms to the ceiling. Quiet refuge. Take quiet refuge from the storm. Reacquaint yourself with the miracle of being you. Look at the beauty that is your life. See it not as a flat image in the eyes of others, but as a living reality unto itself. Yes, you're connected to all that is, to all who are. Choose not to corrupt that connection with need, but rather to nourish it with generosity. Your spirit is alive and well. Let yourself experience its potent richness. Breathe in, breathe out, and ride upon the energy that flows through your existence. Linger for a while in pure truth that has no need for validation or expression or fear. At your most authentic level, all is well, and will always be. Take a deep breath in, and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with your right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands and give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with your left hand. Give the head a gentle tug, pressing that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. Remember, go to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga on YouTube. Click on that subscribe button. Leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.